President Trump says he and First Lady Melania Trump will attend the funeral for Pope Francis later this week.
We want to take a live look at St. Peter's Square. It's a little after 4 a.m. Pope Francis died earlier today at the age of 88. The Vatican says he suffered a stroke, which led to a coma and heart failure. He spent 5 weeks in the hospital earlier this year with double pneumonia. His last public appearance yesterday, Easter Sunday. Fox 4's Amelia Jones is in Dallas tonight with how local Catholics are remembering the Pope. Amelia.
Heather, Steve, the tradition in the Catholic Church is to hold a 9-day mourning period after a pope dies, but the church is still celebrating the Octave of Easter. The bishop of the Diocese of Dallas says he believes Pope Francis would want it that way, with the focus to remain on Jesus Christ rather than himself. From the Vatican to North Texas, people all over the world are mourning the passing of Pope Francis.
I've been crying.
The Pope passed on Easter Monday, a day after he blessed thousands of people in St. Peter's Square.
It was striking, but not surprising, that even in his final days, he chose to be among God's people. That was so much like him.
The church is celebrating the Octave of Easter, now juxtaposed with the traditional 9-day mourning period for the Pope. But as Bishop Edward J. Burns believes, Pope Francis wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
As if to say, don't look at me. And his goal as the universal shepherd always looked to Christ. And there's no doubt in my mind that he would indeed want that, because as a universal shepherd, he was always asking the faithful to stay focused on Jesus Christ.
That message is what brought Natalie Williams to adoration Monday night at Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Dallas.
His message of joy, his message of hope, of charity to all, I think is very applicable to Catholics, to non-Catholics, to everyone who believes and everyone who wants to be a part of that message.
She plans to pray for Pope Francis as well as the future of the church.
Definitely praying for the future of the church and praying for his passing and the peace that I hope he felt, and just praying for praying in thanksgiving for all he's done for the church.
Until a new pope is elected, former Dallas Bishop, now Cardinal Kevin Farrell, will serve as acting head of the church and lead it through the transition.
So I texted him this morning and I said, Kevin, all of us here in the Diocese of Dallas are keeping you in our prayers. Please know that you have our affection and support. May God bless you and strengthen you during these days. Blessings, Ed.
Bishop Burns shared this message in front of a portrait of Pope Francis that was chosen because it embodies who the Pope was and how he'll be remembered.
It just captures so much. It is not a stagnant image, is it? And our Holy Father did not have a stagnant pontificate. He definitely lived out the zeal of life and challenged every one of us to do the same.
The process to elect a new pope will begin after the mourning period ends. Cardinal Kevin Farrell is eligible to be elected and become pope. Heather, Steve, back to you.
All right, Amelia Jones, thank you for that report.
And be sure to stay with Fox 4 as the world reflects on the death of Pope Francis. You can also find the latest on fox4news.com or on the Fox local app.